Hey everyone, Chuck here, Corner Store Card Collector with part 2 of 3 of the 100 card submission that I got back a while ago. I've been sitting on it for a while just trying to make the videos, but I'm going to do part 2. So part 2 is going to consist of 38 cards, and out of those 38 cards we're going to cover the years from 1955 to 1959. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, like I said, these 38 cards are going to cover the years from 1955 to 1959. So with that being said, the first card is this 1955 Bowman Tom Fears in a PSA 5. Sorry for the glare. Okay, the next card is this 1955 Bowman Bobby Lane in a PSA 4. Pretty decent card. Okay, next I have a 1955 Bowman Doki Walker in a PSA 3. Okay, the next card I have is this 1955 Bowman Norm Van Brocklin in a PSA 2. I also have another one of these in a PSA 2, so this one or the other one will be for sale on Sports Lots. If you're interested in it, check it out in the next couple of days. It'll be listed. All right, this next one is this 1955 Topps All-American Dan Hill in a PSA 3. Pretty decent card. All right, this next one is a 1956 Topps Tom Fears in a PSA 7. Nice grade for a mid-50s. Again, PSA 7. Okay, this next one is a 1956 Bill George in a PSA 6. This next one is a 1956 Elroy Hirsch in a PSA 5. I just really like the style of these older 50s cards. Like I mentioned yesterday, there's a ton of information on the back of these cards. Okay, this next one is a 1956 Topps Detroit Lions team card in a PSA 5. All right, this next card is a 1956 Joe Schmidt in a PSA 4. I've had several versions or examples of this card, but the very first one I got, I don't know, it was a long time ago, but it seemed like it was like soaked in milk or something. It was really rough. I still have it somewhere, but I've acquired other ones since. Again, Joe Smith, 1956 Topps in a PSA 4. Okay, this next one is a 1956 Topps George Blanda in a PSA 4. Nice picture of George Blanda. Okay, this next one is a 1956 Topps Charlie Connolly in a PSA 3. All right, this next one is a 1957 Topps Norm Van Brocklin in a PSA 5. Pretty decent quarterback for back in those days. Again, a 57 Topps Norm Van Brocklin in a PSA 5. Next, we have a 1957 Elroy Hirsch in a PSA 5. I like how they have the split image on the card. One is a portrait shot, one is an action shot. That's pretty decent. Okay, next is this 1957 Topps Ted Marchabrota. Pretty decent card. Ted Marchabrota was affiliated with the Buffalo Bills. He was the GM for quite some time during the Super Bowl years. He's also done some work with them outside of officially being with the team. But yep, 1957 Topps Ted Marchabrota in a PSA 5. Okay, this next one is this 1957 Topps Hugh McElhenry in a PSA 1.5. I don't know what went wrong with this card because the card looks pretty good. I think there was like a crease right in this corner over here somewhere. But yeah, that card got hammered pretty good. It looks good. Eye appeal is great on this card. Yeah. Anyways, PSA 1.5. Okay, this next one is a 1957 Topps Lou Groza in a PSA 1. Okay, next is this 1958 Topps Jim Ringo in a PSA 7. Really sharp looking card here. Corners look great in this card. Okay, the next card is this 1958 Topps Chicago Bears team card in a PSA 5. Really cool card. Okay, next we have the 1958 Topps Willie Gallimore in a PSA 5. Again, I apologize about the glare. I haven't got this thing dialed in yet. Okay, next is this Sonny Jurgensen rookie, 1958 Topps in a PSA 5. Next is this 1958 Topps Ted Marchabrota in a PSA 5. Okay, next I have two of these Frank Giffords, 1958 Topps Frank Gifford, one in a PSA 5, one in a PSA 4. So I'm obviously going to keep the 5 and I will put the 4 up for sale. So that will be online on Sports Lots in the next few days if you're interested in it. Again, 1958 Topps Frank Gifford, one in a PSA 5 and the other in a PSA 4. It's weird when you look at the cards, you can see the one I have on the right here, it's off center to the left, and then this card came in the PS4 is off center to the right. Top and bottom is opposite too, so it's pretty weird how that got printed, two different cards of the same person. Okay, next is this 1958 Topps Bobby Lane in a PSA 4. Next is this 1958 Topps Alex Karras in a PSA 8. Real sharp looking card. Just happy to get a PSA 8 on this. Okay, next is this 1959 Topps Pittsburgh Steelers checklist card in a PSA 7. Again, another nice sharp looking card. And then on the back of the card, it's just a standard checklist. This one is 1 through Is that 88? Okay, next is this 1959 Topps Lenny Moore and a PSA 6. Next is this 1959 Topps Jim Taylor and a PSA 6. Next is this YA Tittle, 1959 Topps YA Tittle. I have two of them, one in a PSA 5, and then the other is a PSA 6. So the PSA 5 will go up for sale, and the PSA 6 I'll keep for my PC. Yeah, it's really hard to tell the difference on these. What makes it a 5 and what makes that a 6. They're so close in the way they look. All right, next we have the 1959 Topps Paul Hornung in a PSA 5. Next I have the 1959 Topps Bobby Lane in a PSA 5. Lots of nice mid-grades for this batch of football cards that I sent in. I actually have another one of the 59 Topps Bobby Lane in a PSA 3. So I will keep this 5, and I will offer this up to somebody for a PSA a PSA 3. I'll offer up. Sorry about that. Okay, next is this 1959 Topps Bart Starr in a PSA 5. All right, next is going to be this 1959 Topps Frank Gifford in a PSA 4. I have a PSA 5 of this one already, so this one will go up for sale. All right, this next one is this 1959 Topps Lou Groza in a PSA 4. And then finally, for the last card for part 2, is going to be this 1959 Topps Jim Brown in a PSA 2. I have a story behind this card. Actually, there was 3 cards that I bought many, many years ago. I think it was 1988, 89, in I think it was Spartanburg, South Carolina. I got this card. I got a Walter Payton rookie card, and I got a Walter Payton second year card, all for like $40. Pretty decent card though. Jim Brown, 1959, and a PSA 2. All right, so that's it for this video. That was all 38 cards. I hope you guys enjoyed the grades that I received. I will clean this video up, and over the next day or two, I'll go ahead and get that third video out. The third and final video of this 100-card submission is going to consist of about 40 cards, actually between 30 and 40 cards. I'm not sure how many there are, about 30 or 40 cards, and they're going to cover from 1960 to 1969. Got a lot of good ones in this one. Okay, so with that being said, I will chat with you on the next video. All right, take care.